There we go. All right, Zath. 2OP in the green. It's a beautiful, clear day on Faroe Islands. No haze. What do we got here in green? What are we packing?
I love the weather report. So let's take a look at 2OP here on Faroe. They've got a Gdansk, your typical range gun build, whatever. Flandre Scarlet and the Shimakaze. This is unique upgrade Shimakaze. Raptor, what do you think his range is for Torps?
12.
Yeah. Rita is once again reprising role in the Yu Yang torpedo gun spec. For cruisers, we have Under Contrail in the Napoli with Outnumbered. Same build, I believe, as we've seen.
Yep.
Owl, once again, going to sit there, let the team play ring around the Stalingrad in a range build. We've got Contrail regular Prime running the Marseille with another Marseille behind him. Similar-ish builds. And then Iron Ibuki in the Burgon. Looks like they're going to try the same thing, possibly, at the home caps.
Looks that way.
And then there's Flippy 47 in a Sniper Vermont. And I think we got everybody. So what do we got for NOCAP?
On the bottom end of the map, NOCAP with looking things. I don't see major changes to this lineup here. So they're not, of course, not running the Marseille push. So we're looking at Agro's Gdansk here, headed into the gap to the west side of B. A little bit of gun range, a little bit of gun reload in his build. 3 times bank accounts gearing, headed south. All the torpedo and smoke stuff he can pack into that with a legendary upgrade. Apetron's DM going up ahead of him with a legendary mod and top grade gunner. Behind them, we have Mr. Bean's Petro, likely going to set up shop on this island in about G6 off his bow. Range, radar, and accuracy mods. Burger King's Vermont going to play behind him. A little bit of, basically sniper, brisk, a little bit of survivability skills. The other Vermont on the team, basically the exact same build. The difference is Burger King's running artillery plotting in both slots, and Pitbull is running traverse in slot, turret traverse in slot 3. 1-for-1 Gaming Salem headed north. Stealth, gun reload, and top grade gunner. Microaggression Sarugamo, the standard blaze it all smoke build we like to see in King of the Sea all the time. And Lothair's Des Moines running Outnumbered and a legendary mod. So the Outnumbered build up there is not going to get a lot of use because the push from 2OP is going to be coming down here around the southern flank.
Right.
The question in my mind is going to become twofold. One, how quickly does NOCAP get bold and decide they want to go ahead and get some of these caps and get some early points leads before the push materializes? Because you and I have seen several different teams try to make this push, Zath, and it takes the better part of about 6-ish minutes to develop. That's a third of the game. If you could get on some of these caps, convert them, and start picking up points, you can have a notable lead before this starts to fall on your head. But NOCAP not doing that at the moment.
Now, there's a notable difference between the game we just saw in Sleeping Giants and Faro, and that is for 2OP to make that push around the home cap side, there's land preventing them from sliding. So there's a lot less room to maneuver, a lot fewer options for that. Being able to manage hit point pools of these 3 pushing ships will be crucial. And I don't know if you saw it earlier, Gdansk radaring to see what's around. Very smart play there. Quick reminder, banned ships, St. Vincent and Ragnar.
Yep, they took a Gdansk radar early to try and see what was going on. They're bringing Burger King's Vermont down this way. Mr. Bean's Petro seems to be kind of waiting for a little more information before deciding which way to con. Nope, he's turning to the south now as well. I still feel like that maybe these guys should really get on these AB caps a little quicker, but I have more knowledge in my chair than they do in theirs, right? If we look over their shoulders, they don't see the enemy team at all. They have no vision on any of the position of the enemy ships right now. All they're working off of is RPF. Apetron is lit. Let's look at it from the other viewpoint. There we go. So at the moment, neither team able to spot anything. Rita's Yang radar going up. There we go. They catch a glimpse of Apetron on the backside of that smoke.
Right. Yeah. The radar's not picking up anything, but they do see the smoke, so they know something's at least making the smoke, and there's probably a cruiser with it.
Yep, they lose sight of the Des Moines. So they know there's at least 2 ships ahead of them in the SeaCap. Put everybody back on the map. Gdansk now going into B. Even if that draws out a Stalin radar, who's really got shots? Only Flippy's Vermont, basically.
That's the
Harugamo
thing.
now in
Yeah.
A.
That's the thing about this push that they're doing all on the southern part of the map here. They're putting out significant forces to do that. That's 5 ships out of 9.
Yeah.
So they're extremely thin, as you mentioned, in AB. But NOCAP isn't really doing much in the way of intelligence gathering to see that that's the case.
All right, there comes a radar from the Des Moines. They can now see the Yang and the Gdansk. Torpedoes going in behind there, but Contrail's Hydro is up, so they should be able to dodge all of those. They can see those coming. They can see the Burgonia. And having played these guys, they should have a pretty good sense now that the Marseilles are with them. In fact, now everyone starts to show up as the Marseilles begin to open fire.
Yeah, Ibuki does take a torpedo on the bow that forces a DCP early.
All right, they now have total vision of the Marseille push. They know exactly where it's coming from.
Right. And I think the big problem is the Petro. Mr. Bean in that position.
He ought to be able to slow them down a little bit just because of the threat of his existence. But I also think it's interesting they're bringing the other Vermont back, Seth. Put everybody back on my view, right? They're bringing back Burger King's already down there. They're bringing Pitbull down as well. I think that's going to make a big impact on their ability to successfully pull this push off.
100%. Best way for this to work is if Burger King decides to go south, open up the angle so Pitbull and Burger King both have roughly 60 degrees to shoot at these Marseilles with. And that can absolutely have a very large impact. Also, worthy of note, NOCAP does have the A and B cap. But look at what they're doing up north. They're pulling everybody back. They're bringing the Salem, Hargum, and Des Moines down.
I don't like this.
Me
okay.
neither.
Well, they're bringing the Harugamo south because he's putting that smoke out. I think they're just rotating the Salem down to where he's got a little more B coverage, but they are bringing Agros, Gdansk, and Vermont, and of course the other 4 ships were already here.
Yep. Well,
more torpedoes going in on Ibuki.
He's going to take another torpedo, and he's going to probably flood again. Looked like he did. Yep, there's the DCP. Again, right as it's on cooldown, he has to use it again. And then look at the Marseilles have stalled. They've gone bow into their threat. Ibuki now forced to go for the border. And I got to say, NOCAP has pretty much stalled this advance. Deepwater torpedo coming in Burger King's Vermont.
Yeah, they've pushed him off the SeaCap, which means that NOCAP now holding at about a 40-point lead. That's about all they were able to get on that cap advantage. But you have to believe that over time, the double Vermonts are going to wear somebody down, Zath.
Oh, absolutely, yes. Pitbull got a really good hit on Contrail. As a matter of fact, they've all gone dark now.
Yeah. In fact, I see now, I think they're pulling the Marseilles out, Zath. Have a look.
They're running away. They're all going to run away. But Ibuki shot, so now he's the only target.
Well, now Ice Matcha shoots as well right there.
I don't understand the shooting like that. You don't want them to know that you're moving.
Well,
you want them to keep coming and sit there and wait.
They've sort of figured that out by now. And now Contrail shoots as well. So you can see both Marseilles clearly angled away from the push they were just making. They've called the whole thing off.
Right. I mean, it could work. It could work, right? If they suck NOCAP into SeaCap and they get Deepwater torpedoed and blah, blah, blah. It could absolutely work. I just wish that they would have held their fire, gotten out there, forced NOCAP to do the intelligence gathering that we haven't really seen them do so far this game.
Now,
don't give the intelligence to the enemy.
They did bring microaggressions all the way down here, Zath. I don't like. I'm with you on this one. I think they made the right call by leaving the cruisers up north, but I don't like them bringing micro this far south. I feel like now you're leaving the northern flank too vulnerable myself.
Absolutely. Now the northern flank is just 2 ships. There's 3 2OP ships up there. Everybody else has their guns and attention to the south.
With that said, there's the potential for a massive destroyer slap fight here because you have the Gdansk, the Gearing, the Harugamo, the Yang, and the other Gdansk all within about 8 kilometers of each other here. this could fall apart for somebody very, very quickly.
I do not understand the decision of these destroyers to stop at SeaCap, especially with the Marseilles and the Burgon already telegraphing that they're leaving.
All of this radar now going up. All of the destroyer radar. Rita's radar is cooking. Microaggressions are probably not going to survive this experience. Stalingrad shells coming in on his butt as he goes, well, he gets down to 400 HP.
He's dark. Nobody's shooting at him.
He's managed to hold it. He's outside the Stalingrad radar. Torpedoes going into that smoke, though. They only have to get lucky with 1 or 2 shells or a torpedo, and they do.
They get it.
That's a big kill that they didn't have to get. They didn't have to earn, I should say.
Gdansk, though, takes a lot of hits.
Yeah.
Rita's forced to dodge torpedoes and the radar at the same time.
Yep. The radar only catches a brief glimpse.
Too bad is burning for a few more seconds.
And now check the back door. Check the back door, Zath. Look at A.
2OP has grabbed the A cap. And Pitbull has turned back around to go up to the north now.
Yep. Here comes a big salvo on the Napoli's nose. Solid.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good.
I liked the reaction to the push. It feels like, and we talked about it, it feels like they overreacted.
Oh, big time.
And kudos to 2OP for calling it off, realizing, okay, they reacted. This isn't going to happen. We're not throwing good money after bad. Get out. Like back off. This isn't going to work.
Right. I still don't like those 2 destroyers sitting in C, but they did convert a kill.
Yeah.
There's that.
Ooh, big hit on Pitbull there. Vermont versus Vermont up north. Pitbull probably looking for contrail. He had a brief glimpse of him a moment ago. Yeah, it really does. I hate seeing them lose the Harugumo, Zath, because that feels like a definite mistake.
Well, he spent the entire game running from the A cap down to the south just to die.
Yeah, exactly. So they are going to reclaim control of the C cap, which at this point I have to believe they ought to be able to hold it for most of the rest of the game. But now they've got to figure out how to get a lead. They're down 150 points, down 1 ship. They've got to get back into this game. They've got to try and convert a kill.
Yep. Remember, this is game 3. Whoever loses this is in the losers bracket. They can still fight their way back, but it's going to be a lot harder.
Now they've hit Contrail's Napoli up north pretty hard.
141 Gaming just got slapped in the Salem.
Yep. His next heal is about a minute away. He's going to be there a bit.
That at least stops them, slows them down.
They catch a brief glimpse of Rita's Yang, but that's it.
And the Gdansk.
The Gdansk is a ship they can see, but a kill they desperately need, but they can't convert it.
Salem shots incoming.
Really? Oh my. Spicy, Zath.
Super extreme long range.
Super late breaking as well. They're spreading these shells all over. They get it. Oh, that's
Pitbull
a huge kill for Pitbull. From downtown, he kills a destroyer at 20 kilometers and change.
Yep.
That cuts the lead to only 50 points now. 6.5 minutes to play in this critical game 3. Now check out Ibuki.
Another amazing clip moment. Ibuki, for whatever reason, backing into all the hate.
There is a lot of hate there.
And Pitbull gets onto the caps. Not only does he essentially cross-map a destroyer, but he also gets on the A cap to stop.
Well, he's got to be careful. He just took a couple of Shimakaze torpedoes. It's not going to take much. Not going to take much to put him out. Here comes the Stalingrad salvo. That seals the deal. Oh, they didn't have to give up that ship, Zath. They're making such good inroads on the Burgonia down south.
Yeah.
Burgonia still has 2 heals left, but is a minute away from 1. They've got to keep up the pressure if they want to get this kill.
Take a look at the other NOCAP Vermont. He's also noped out of this whole the bottom thing.
He's like, nah, we're out of here.
He's going to the middle of the map.
Interesting. Must be looking. Is he looking for shots south? No,
I
he's
think
looking for
so.
shots north. Look where his guns are.
Let's take
He's
a look.
turning north. Ooh, Zath, he can see the Stalin.
Yes, he can.
Oh, this could be really bad for the Stalin. Of course, it doesn't go great for the Vermont either. Oh, it goes way worse for the Stalingrad.
Oh, big time.
There
Yes, the
went half
lighthouse
his-
looked like it caught one.
There went half his HP as 1-for-1 Gaming trying to escape. They're trying to focus out the Petro. The Bergonia on 6,500 HP, lit again. Pushing through with a heal, trying to manage.
Yeah. I feel like he's just loitered way, way too long.
4.5 minutes. I'd still say you can't call this one.
No, we're about to get a time extension too, because I'm pretty sure Ibuki's going out here.
If Ibuki catches fire, he is on fire.
He is on fire.
I have a hard
One
time
sticky
imagining.
fire.
I don't think he can live through this. No,
Two.
there's another one. He's out. And his heal expires. When his heal expires, he's out.
Yep. Flew too close to the sun.
And right there. So that'll tighten the score back up to, again, the aforementioned 40-ish, 50. Oh, Matcha. Getting
Big
absolutely dunked. Was that Burger King?
I think so.
I think it was too. I think that was his stern turrets. As now they've brought the Yang in. That's Rita onto the cap. Trying to stem the bleeding here. Radar, Mr. Bean's last radar catching Rita on the cap, but nobody has shots here, except the Salem, perhaps. But I don't see the shells coming in.
No. Salem's dealing with torpedoes that are coming by him.
Bean's going to move up and take a deep water torpedo. Another salvo going out. Rita's work with the deep water torpedoes is brilliant to watch.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And now 2OP working on a cap advantage. 3 minutes to play. Whew. We are down to the wire, Zath.
We absolutely are. 3 minutes to go. Still way too close to call.
Oh, they bagged the other
Marseille goes down.
Marseille. Again, that actually moves NOCAP into the lead, but they're not going to be able to keep it very long because they don't have a cap advantage. And they're going
Right.
to lose. They're going to lose Burger King
Gonna
here in
lose
seconds. He's trying to power through with a heal. But they've moved both Vermonts too close to the opposing team, and it's just going to cost them both ships.
Yes, it will. There he goes.
60 seconds. You know, Zath, NOCAP reacted so well to the push. And if not for maybe a couple of mistakes, I think they could have won this game. I really do.
2OP made a lot of crucial mistakes with that push, and then with recovering from that push.
Yeah, I mean,
And telegraphing that by firing the guns, and then later,
yeah.
one by one being killed like that.
Turning everybody around, I think, was the right play.
Absolutely.
But then, like you said, they kind of lingered for a while. They kind of loitered down there, like, what's going on there, And then finally, at long last, it cost them a couple of ships. Bean steps onto the B cap for a time extension. His hydro's available, but it's not up, which is shocking given the number of deep water torpedoes he's taken in the last, 5 minutes.
And given how crucial it is that he survived.
He's about to take another one. Did he find a way to dodge it? Nope.
Nope.
How about some hydro? Hey-oh,
There's the
there's some
hydro.
hydro.
Hey.
All right.
Well, there's a reset because of that torpedo and
Yep.
the permanent flood for another 25 seconds.
It buys them some time, but minutes only. Seconds only, I should say.
Seconds only.
Now, if they can get the cap on Flippy, but I think it's going to come too late, Zath. I don't think they have the firepower to push it through right now.
It might be like a post-battle death.
Maybe. 18 seconds, because they're on to D. The Decadence gets on to D and buys them a little more time.
Okay.
But they cannot get to
now.
A. They've got to get this kill on Flippy. 870.
They're gonna get it.
996. Shells going in. Are they going to get it? They do. Just in
Bean gets him.
time. Just as the points tick over.
40 seconds.
And now, Zath, it's not. Ooh, I don't think it's enough yet. I still don't think it's quite enough.
Another kill needed for 2OP or NOCAP. I think it's at the point now where they're just going for kills.
They can't lose it. Nobody can lose a ship at this point.
All right. Don't look at the points.
All
don't
right.
Look at the timer. Don't do the math.
No. 15 seconds in the game. There it is. Bam.
There it is, Rita.
There it is. NOCAP moves out into the lead. As time ticks away, they can't lose a ship. They cannot lose a ship.
1 for 1 is probably okay. Bean's going to be okay, I think.
Oh my goodness gracious, Zath, what a finish. Wow.
Are you not entertained?
Wow.
Here's my death pick.
They found a way to win, Zath.
Life finds a way.
Yikes.
NOCAP just... They pulled it out of their butts. Like,
they really
literally
did.
Pulled it out of their butts.
They really did. That was a hell of a series.
And that's what I was saying at the end there. It's all about the kill. Forget the points. Forget the numbers. Just focus. Zone in.
Woo!
And Rita just said, hi.
Yeah. Wow. What a series.
Insane. Absolutely insane. Well, congratulations.
Great game by both teams. NOCAP walks away with the series win. We'll see them next weekend in the top 4.
That's right.